Yeah. Yeah, man. I was talking about black empowerment. Now I want us to talk about playing Kenyan music. I think my opinion, I haven't really shared it about the same topic lately, but I really want to really applaud many of the artists who've come out in large numbers to really condemn such kind of misinformed and selfish behaviors coming from our DJs and all that. I would really love, I would really love to remind our DJs and all the radio and TV presenters in Kenya that nobody was born all knowing. Nasikia mafala wengi sana wanashinda wamelia hapa ati Kenya music haina content, Kenyan music haina content. Okay, ni content gani mnataka mazee? Mnataka tuimbe story yenu na familia zenu nini? Juu si content tunaimba ni mimi naimba experience yangu and na share a lot of stuff zenye na experience na say some of the accomplishments zenye naona na say out here and our growth as a country development and all that. Hizo ndo vitu tunafaa tu obsess nazo mind za watoi wetu and all that. We give expression to our own culture. But when you underestimate every kind of Kenyan artist, mazee, it clearly shows that hauna vision and you are not a leader because anyone or anybody out there can follow a trend, but it takes so much to create. So it's really easy and lazy kuamka kusema ati no Kenyan music haina content. Hiyo ni upuzi mazee, na ikizidi tafika point mtakuwa mnashikwa beating sasa juu tumechoka na ujinga wasee. Unajua mtacheza ngoma zetu, bembeleza wasee, mtacheza ngoma zetu. And I say this loud and proud, you will play our music, Kenyan DJ. Because ukiangalia, I've been to Uganda briefly, I think for a month, and what I can really confess here is those guys play their music all day long. I was in Uganda by the time I was even suggesting if they could play anything to do with Lucky Dube music. Okay, it was there, but on a light note, like ile tu by the way, unajua. So one thing I also like telling people, we are in a society that everybody is brainwashed that certain things have to happen miraculously, like you really have to pray for certain things to happen. But I want to tell you that money acquisition and success acquisition and or any kind of an accomplishment or achievement that somebody may have in this world is literal. It's coming from the people around. If you play my music for an entire week, the next following week nitakuwa superstar. It is as easy as that. And I also came to a point that I realized that there's a lot of money that Kenyan artists are desperately paying that goes unaccounted for by these so-called DJs that we have out here. They don't account for the money that we pay because we do it in a very mediocre way. So my suggestion was this: we are not asking for no handouts from you guys. We need some well-defined terms tujue ni ganji ngapi mnafaa mlipwe. Yeah, my point is that we need well-defined terms tujue DJ na presenter ama TV presenter ama host yote wa TV anafaa lipwe dongapi, ndo ngoma zetu zicheze. That is what we need. We are not here, we don't need handouts my friend. Lakini ndio country yetu, nikaa kutuambia like gava ya UG kuja collect ushuru huku hivi. Ni ufala kaa hiyo, alafu mna expect gava yetu bado thrive economically. Unajua? Jesus does not intervene anybody's fame or anybody's success. It comes from hard work, cooperation and working together, because ganji yote yenye mimi naweza dai kulipokaa msanii iko kwa pori ya Wakenya. Wakenya wote wako nayo ganji. Ukiweka population like tuseme hata media ina cover 10 million population, ina reach media yetu ina reach hivyo. Hawa sasa wakinipa bob kwa CD zangu, trust me, mimi ni millionaire. Na the next day nikasikia DJ yote hata amegonjeka, naweza chip in mazee niokoleane kwa bili zote za hosi and all that. Vitu kama hizi unajua haikuwagi ni favor team natufanyia, ni let us pull together as a country, let us have confidence in our own people. Like I always stress it, like black people, we are black mazee, and black is not a badge of shame. Black is a badge of glory, my friend. The problem is that most of you are miseducated, and I don't blame you for the same. I blame the system because it is a well-designed system, yeah, could really could make our people really underlook themselves. But all that won't continue on my watch. I'm Dareminder Black Seed na nasema hii with all the audacity that it takes, because I know who I am. I know where I'm coming from. I know what I have in plan for this country with my music. That's the main instrument I'm gonna use. But so far, I was on the topical subject here is Kenyan music. We should not be really begging anyone to be playing our music. It is literal for us to be successful as artists. All it takes is to really reverse your psychology that is already reversed against you people. You hate anything Kenyan. Kaa kuna mafala nilikuwa nasikia juzi, kuna majeo wetu mazee wengi, makara wetu wengi wamerisk life yao, wameenda kuseviana huko Dusit mazee. Lakini mafala wengine wanawatu mlami mmoja mwenye amekuwa hapo anaona nikaa. Hao ni mafala wako addicted na Hollywood movies. Na nilisema lazima nibonge on the same matter, na lazima ni wa fireborn. Jumi ujinga sipendi, and I always speak my mind, and I also want to remind that I'm open-minded. So when I speak my mind, I represent a lot of people out there. So lazima ningetulia first of all. Yeah man, Africa first. Ka vile Marshall Foncha anasema hapo. Africa first. All it takes is be confident about yourself. I wasn't the same person I am today 10 years ago, 5 years ago. My memory of myself was really, like, my knowledge of myself was really faint, man. And you can't believe it. You can even watch some of my interviews on my YouTube channel as Dareminder Black Seed, and you can really tell that I'm a totally different person. Because I'm open-minded right now and I learn a lot of things and I don't really overreact. I don't let myself get carried away easily by emotions. I listen to stories and I really get to understand them fast because I can comment on anything. So there have been a lot of attention pulled on the Kenyan artists, and it's not like we are being mean to fellow African people. Our ultimate mission is to unite the entire Africa, and not even unite the entire Africa, because I think that term is overused as of now, and saying it is not going to make anything. I just want to ensure that there is cooperation and a change of attitude as per the way you really look at fellow Africans. You don't regard them by the colonial borders. I want you to look as Africans, because we were once one, just like our brother from Malema from the South Africa, the EFF party. He says this Africa was once one, and we are gonna bring it there. We are gonna work so hard, so damn hard to get it there again. I love my African people and I love everyone else. And it's really, I'm so passionate about this topic because, man, I've been reading African history, and it's a very beautiful history. And just like Marcus would say also, if we really know the greatness that we came from, we won't really look down upon ourselves for a single minute. Trust me. And if I can remember, there's also some article I read yesterday, and that reminded me that it is Africa that passed its civilization to Europe, and it is Africa that re-civilized Europe again after it passed the first civilization to Greece, and Greece passed it to Rome, where Rome lost it, and then it was Africans again that really uh, invaded Spain and re-civilized them again, and that's when they picked it up. But then what happened is that these people, the people that the so-called colonists who then came forward and colonized Africa, they destroyed our legal system, they dehumanized our people, and that's why our people hate themselves. And it is so evident with the DJs in this country. They hate anything Kenyan. They would always find a fault in anything Kenyan, because that is what they first identify with. So I'm really dedicated into that, maze, and lazima nihakikishe like we really gain back our humanity, and we get to really regard ourselves in wholeness of humanity. Yeah, man. Big up, brother Marshall Fancha. Feel free to share your thought on the same, family, because I'm here to really engage. You have all the time for you, family. Yeah, man. Yes, I will come to Kenya. My message of a unified Africa and a new generation leadership shift. Yeah, man. You're so welcome, man. You're so welcome, man. You're really, really welcome, man. This is home, man. This is Africa, and we really have to cooperate. I hate when I see some. I'm sorry to say, but I really disregard them, most of them, as ignorant Africans hating on themselves according to colonial, with the mistaken identity of the colonial borders. Yeah, tunajua tuko Kenya. Tuko Kenya because it may take so much sacrifice pia to get ourselves together and to get ourselves free to govern ourselves. That's why we really can't also disregard that, because it takes a lot of effort and a lot of plans and works to get a country running. And that's why nawaambia, try as much as you can to love your leaders. Try as much as you can to respect the system. Try as much as you can to do your businesses within the confines of the law. And try as much as you can to elevate yourself. Another thing I would also like to remind you people is that I come to realize that most of us are really programmed to hate success. And I see it trending every now and then, but that is not the right direction for us to be following. And we must love success because we are the definition of success. When the entire world was in whiteness, Africa was already lit. And that can happen again, Maze. Ina take two: courage, confidence in self, and vision, and readiness to work, willpower. As I said before, it was mostly about. It was mostly about Marshall Foncha. Big up, man. Big up, Maze. Big up, Sana, Maze. Big up, family. That's great, man. That's great. You're watching from Miami, Florida. That's great. Keep representing. Black people must pull up together. We must change our attitudes that have been reversed against ourselves. We must change our attitudes. We must not be relying on Western propagandas or any foreign propaganda. And on the same, again, I was talking previously about some people trying to convert me into Christianity and some foreign faith. I don't really look down on anybody's belief and religion, but I respect each and everybody's space, and that is my point. That is my point. Like, we really learn to respect one another, respect each other's space. But most of all, your blackness comes first. Before you're a Christian, your Africanness comes first. Before you're a Muslim, your Africanness comes first. That is the point. I like following a lot of Marcus Garvey teachings, a lot of Malcolm X teachings, a lot of Kwame Nkrumah teachings, lots and lots of Malema's teachings, lots of teachings from Fela Kuti. Like, I'm trying to really gain the Africanness, all the knowledge that is African made, because it's something I'm passionate about. And I also would like to remind you that I wasn't like the same person I am today. It was a massive change that happened once a friend of mine gave me the opinions and philosophies of Marcus Garvey, and I read on the same, and I got to realize who I am and who other black people are made of. And that's when I fell in love, so much love, with my fellow black people, because the system had programmed me the other way. Yeah, man. So that is it, family. Feel free to share your thought on the same, and I'll be more than glad to engage more of you people. Look at the sweet melanin popping in me, man, and I'm just loving it big time. Yeah, man. And also, as a sister on my timeline said, I can't recall which one of the sisters was, but she said one thing that I really took in with so much seriousness. There is nothing like too black. Too black is a slave master's terminology. There's nothing like too black. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Don't hate success, my people. Keep it tuned to the Reminder Black Seed. And let's pull together, man. Let's be the world power that we are. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's on the same, man. It's on the same. I really rejected that, and I would like to share with you my brother Marshall from Miami. I was brought up in a Christian family, but I came to realize that all that is illusion, man. It is an illusion. It's not in tune with my spirit, because none of the shit manifests, man. None of the shit I was being promised and being guaranteed ever manifested. And furthermore, I came to realize that it wasn't generally in tune with my spirit, my mind, and all that. Plus, I hate a religion that teaches me to hate success when suffering is not my portion in this world. Nobody's destined to suffer in this world. All these are propagandas that are generated to really turn you against yourself and really make life a definition and an abundance of strain and pain and all that. That is not what life is made of. There's so much beauty in life. There is so much beauty in life. We have a billion reasons to celebrate life. But our people are programmed to hate success. They hate any successful somebody around. To hate money, while money is the only currency. I've been listening to a lot of talks from billionaires and a lot of motivation talks from billionaires and millionaires. And I come to realize that church is the enemy of progress of black people. I'm sorry to say that, but I would like to point you one reason as to why I really associate church with failure and strain and pain. Monotheistic. Yeah man, yeah man, yeah man. I've read about that sometimes back. But then I think it really took a different direction when people really had their own agendas, selfish agendas, infiltrated in the belief and all that. Because yeah man, that is where I think the problem originated from. Believing in God is not bad. Believing in one God is not bad. Believing in many gods is also not bad, because as a brother from Jamaica said it some time back that it's this kind of a situation. Christians will burn in the Muslims' hell, the imaginary hell that the Muslims have in their mind. The Christians are the ones who should be burning there. While on the other hand, the Muslims will also burn in their Christian brothers' imaginary hell that they have in their mind. So that is why I really like to separate myself from all that kind of thinking. But I don't disrespect anybody's belief. I only hate when somebody is trying to slam it down my throat. That is what I hate. Yeah, man. So I was talking about that. Believing in God is not bad, but there are things that we should not be asking God. And I would really like to engage anybody who thinks he can contradict that kind of a thought that I have on myself. There are things that you should not. There are things that are literal. Like I was saying previously about our DJs, most of our people's mind are corrupted that there is a way that God should be intervening things and accomplishing a lot of visions that you have for you in terms of miracles and all that. Some things are literal, man. My own life is my personal testimony. I came to realize that a lot of things from Marcus Garvey's teachings, he said that Mother Nature will not take away the troubles from you. They are your own selections. The sufferings, the regrets, the failures, and all that. Submission to failures, because everyone fails. Successful people fail the most. But when you submit to failure, that is your own choice. And life will beat you down and leave you right there. So there are things you should not be asking God for when you can consult a fellow human being who have accomplished on the same and get to acquire the same knowledge and have the accomplishment to your name. So that is where my contradiction with the churches and beliefs started from, because you cannot fool me to be asking God for food when I know very well that if there is a service or any good I can offer to anybody out here, they will definitely pay me for my services. So how does God come in? And another billionaire also said that the only animal in this world that uses money as a currency is human being. It is not God. It's not God's currency. It's not trees' currency. It's not any other animal's currency. It is human beings. So when you need money, money is with the people. So I hate any kind of a belief that is trying to fool me that there's a God that manifests money. That is illusion, and it is a misleading one, and it is costing Africa big time. I'm really glad that I knew the truth, and I'm not selfish to share it with any willing heart. Religion, in a wider context, is like a distraction of harsh realities. When the real warriors, life warriors, who are ready to face their challenges and own up to their mistakes till they conquer their fears, live lavishly. But then again, you're taught to hate the success. So you find that it's a really messed up situation. That's why when I say that I don't want to be entangled in this kind of elusive thinking, I know it has costed me big time from my childhood. I don't like the kind of life that I was brought up in, or that my mother has been living since I was born. But I can't blame her. She was just another victim of the system and all the lies. But now that I know the truth, I can't downgrade myself to the same level, because I've been a victim. I've been a Christian all my life, but nothing manifests from it. So that is it, brother. So it's been fun, Maze, holding a vibe with your family. And hope we can link up more time, man. More life, keep it real, man. More life, family. Keep it real. I'll be leaving. Keep it real. Link up. I saw like you sent some link there. I'll check on it and see what it's all about. Yeah, man. Thanks a lot for reaching out. Blessed, keep in touch. Elevation. Let's succeed. Money magnet, money magnet. I'm a self-made money magnet. Money magnet, money magnet. Black seed, I'm a money magnet. You can't fool this generation that to go to heaven you must die poor. Can't fool my generation again that to go to heaven that you must live poor. We were children of kings and queens, and we must live up to their royal standards. I said you can't fool my generation again that to go to heaven that you must die poor.